different kind of meeting than a regular meeting. We'll be having a discussion and then invite Q&A from the audience instead of our usual impromptu speaking session. I'm really happy to be able to share this session with you guys. I think to get the most value out of the Toastmaster program, you need to understand how it works. And the Pathways Educational Program is the new educational program that we all progress through in order to work on our communication and leadership skills. So I really hope that after today you'll get all your questions answered about this program and how it works. So Toastmasters International has been helping people become better speakers and leaders and become more confident since they were founded in 1924. So the founder, Ralph Smedley, created the first club, and he got a lot of attention, and he was very sagacious and decided to, instead of answering all his letters, he wrote a small manual called the Manual of Instructions and 10 Lessons in Public Speaking. Those were copyrighted in 1928, and they became the basis for the communication track. Back in 2010, the Toastmasters Board of Directors understood the need for revitalizing the program. They put together a 5-year strategic plan. Most of the material hadn't been updated since the 1970s, and the leadership track was added in 2005. So that Pathways program came out of that initiative. It was to really serve the growing need to provide greater access to the materials by providing them online, expanded learning resources, and to make it clear that the educational experience you learn can be applied in the outside world. So pilot program started in 2017, it was rolled out around the world, and after 2020, members will no longer be recognized for the traditional program, and everybody will be working on Pathways. So for some of the new members, you might not notice the change, because you'll get started right away in Pathways. So you'll have the benefit of working the program along with some of the more experienced members around the world who are just starting out in this program as well. So I'm happy to have 3 panelists joining me today, Prasad, Brian, and Maria. I'll introduce them all one by one, and I'll invite them up now to get seated. As I'll introduce them and then ask them to give a remark. Come on up, guys. And then after they each speak for about 4 minutes, then I have the Q&A. So please, again, prepare your questions. And when we're nearing the end of our time, I'll put together a summary and close the session. All right? So our first panelist today will be Prasad. Prasad joined Altera in June 2015, about 6 months before it was acquired by Intel. He currently works as a technical writer in the customer experience group of NCLG. He's been a member of our Toastmasters Club for the past 4 years, and he's completed his Competent Communication Award, or the first 10 speeches in the traditional educational program. Prasad was the VP Education for the club from June 2018 to June 2019, and since July he served as VP Education. When Prasad was VP PR, he saw that there were a lot of opportunities for people to understand the educational program better and to help navigate their educational progress. So he stepped forward as VPE, which I think is one of the most challenging and potentially most rewarding officer positions, and second command for the club. So I asked Prasad to join the panel because I knew as VPE that he's really studied the program and how it works. And I understand that he and our president Divya have met with some of the newer members to go through the program and help you get started on that, which is a great way to get new members initiated into the program. So Prasad will start off our discussion with an overview of the program and how to get started. So please help me welcome Prasad.
Thank you, Jennifer. So my job here is to introduce Pathways to you, give the bare bones information, and Ryan and Maria will delve deeper into the parts that we have. Pathways is Toastmasters' new educational program. It's the foundation of your Toastmasters experience, and it's designed to help you build competencies that you need to communicate and lead. Now there are 11 parts. I won't list all the names, but I'll provide you links, and for most of the new members I've provided you with the links to the new parts. Now each path is made up of 5 levels. There are 14 projects across the 5 levels, which increase in complexity. The program is designed to in this way so that you are always building on what you have learned in the previous level. So level 1 is called Mastering Fundamentals. It has 3 projects. Level 2 is Learning Your Style. It has 3 projects. Level 3 is Increasing Knowledge. It has 1 mandatory project and 2 elective projects. Level 4 is Building Skills. It's 1 mandatory project and 1 elective project. Level 5 is Demonstrating Expertise, which is 2 mandatory projects and 1 elective projects. So a total of 14 projects across 5 levels And once you are done with that, you become path proficient. Now each project includes at least one speech. Though you are required to complete 4 electives across the levels, you can do as many as you want. Now you will achieve path recognition when you complete 14 projects across 5 levels. That's a combination of 10 required and 4 electives. In pathways, your achievements are acknowledged more frequently because recognition increases motivation. You will earn digital badges and digital certificates as you progress through each level of the path. So in the old program, it was you had to complete 10 speeches, only then you could get a certificate or a recognition. But here, at each level that you complete, you will get a digital badge, a certificate, an official Toastmasters certificate. And after you complete your whole path, you will get a path proficiency certificate from Toastmasters. The many benefits of pathways, and I'll just list them out here: a learning experience tailored to your personal and professional goals, an opportunity to develop many skills relevant to an evolving global marketplace, recognition of educational achievements that come earlier and more frequently, new tech resources to improve speeches and meeting roles, online access to educational materials, videos that model the skills that you are learning. Now your regular membership dues to our club, they cover the cost of your first path. The cost for a second path, so you want to start working on a second path, the cost for that is $20. Now if you start working on your first path and then you realize, no, this is not the path that I wanted to choose, I want to make a change. You have 90 days after you start your first path to make that change so that you can avoid the $20 fee. Now Basecamp on your Toastmasters account is the place where you can access everything related to pathways, where you will find how to work on your projects, track your progress, connect with members of the club, and view your badges and certificates. It also features resources to help guide you, including tutorials, videos, quizzes, interactive activities, and more. Now, the Pathways learning experience was developed around the 5 core competencies: public speaking, interpersonal communication, strategic leadership, management, and confidence. Now, to talk more about the individual paths, what are the different paths, what each path focuses on, I would defer to Ryan and Maria. They will be coming here and giving more information about that. So this is a bare bones introduction to Pathways, and I can send you the links later after the meeting ends. Thank you.